Working as intended.
Idiots. Oh, look, you got the staff roll. Welcome to being halfway done A Realm Reborn. Alright, so we finished off our treasure hunt. What else do we gotta do? I mean, there's lots to do. Let's go talk to the stags again. Why so serious? Hi, Novv. How you doing? Novv is clearly agitated by a recent development concerning the Coral Tridents. Our efforts to achieve peace may have all been in vain. By undermining Zug's leadership at the farce of a parley, I'm afraid I've stripped away what little restraint he had left. The Coral Tridents have attacked yet another ship, and this time they have taken a prisoner. While the raid itself is sufficient cause for concern, the fools have abducted a high-ranking Lominsan official. Now the situation is political. If the threat posed by the return of Lord Leviathan weren't enough, then this incident will surely put pressure on the Shorewalkers' elders to escalate their engagement to full-scale war. I beg you, we must speak with the Maelstrom. You must speak with the Maelstrom commander. It is vital that we learn what plans have been set in motion, and there is aught we can do to contain the damage caused by Zug's insanity. The nearest officer of rank will be Camp Skull Valley. You are a mighty hero. Perhaps your words will sway the Maelstrom from a path they doubtless do not wish to tread. Alright, go speak to the Falkbreed Falcon Puncher. You may kiss the bride, Hello. I have no task for you at present, Venture. Our recent crisis demanding our full attention, and it is no simple matter of ousting a nest of belligerent dodos. The Scarlet Sea Devil, an infamous fishback pirate we had long thought perished, has had the temerity to lead an assault on a Lominsan warship. In addition to the heavy casualties that inflicted on the crew, the Sagan reportedly took prisoner our Counselor of Coin. Counselor Turston is one of the Admiral's most trusted advisors and an essential figure in the day-to-day running of the Thalassocracy. His abduction is a blatant act of hostility to which the Maelstrom must give answer. We go to war. Except I don't want to go to war. Have we considered an alternate cause of action? There's only one response to this kind of attack. Admiral Blofiswin has already instructed our troops to make ready for full-scale retaliation. The warships of the Marauder are assembled and await but the order to set sail. Those savages won't know what hit them. The charts will need to be redrawn after our cannons are done bombarding their shore. Then we'll send in the ground levy. That's us to mop up any fishbacks that survive the cannons. I happen to know friendly ones, though. Save your breath, Venture. The fishbacks forfeit any right to negotiate when they laid their slimy talons on a Navy vessel. Brute force is the only language they understand. Oh. There's bad news, Novv. So, the finless ones will not be deterred from their righteous course. No matter who emerges victor in the coming conflict, slaughter will be answered with slaughter, and our spawning grounds shall give birth to naught but death. I can see but one way to steer us clear of this abyss. You and I rescue the Shorewalker official ourselves. Before we can attempt to undo this madness, however, we must first discover where the Counselor is being held. An ambitious scheme such as this would have required extensive planning, and Zug likely provided Serpent Reaver lackeys with some manner of written instruction. A search of the Serpent's tongue may provide us with the information we need quickly now. Time is of the essence. Stylish hat. There's something going on right here. Ale-stained parchment. We got our clues. I gotta go all the way back. Definitely an MMO. Back and forth, back and forth. I found clues. Your search, was it successful? Yes, I found this. Ah yes, the parchment is still, but I can still make out the words. They plan to keep the Council prisoner aboard the Lost Duchess, one of the Reaver's own ships. I do not know if these were Zug's final instructions, but we have no time to assume otherwise. Ryan Elps out there where the pirate vessel is said to have dropped anchor and take the crew by surprise. Though I do not swim quite so swiftly as one of Pa's sea beasts, trust that I will not be far behind. Let's take another one here. Your animals. We'll just see the cutscene again. It's gonna be the same cutscene, right? You're the Elpst around. Also, snazzy hat. Doesn't match the rest of my clothes, though. Oh, did you hear that? Somebody's gonna come jumping aboard. Sneaky. Where's Swend? Sneaky, sneaky. Found him. Release me, you fiends. Do you know who I am? Silence, Shorewalker. Try to escape and And I'll slice gills into your neck. Maybe then you'll be able to breathe underwater. Ha 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 ha. You think me cowed by simple threats? We lumens will not be intimidated by your base savagery. You try my patience, finless one. Continue your squawking and I'll drop you over the rail. Hello! You, but how? Oh, they just get fucked up. Old man still got it? Aha, my rescuers have arrived at last. Who are you? You're not one of the You're not a maelstrom stroller. What in the navigator's name is going on here? Monica! Go save the person. Go explain. I will defend the counselor while you liberate the key to his shackles. One of these Coral Trident zealots must carry it. Got it. I'll just start shooting them. Not an instance. One of these guys has got to have it. Could be you. AoE. AoE. No? Kill more? Oh, I murder everybody. Murder everyone with more damage. AoE. AoE. Aha, superior. He's not very superior. Got it. I'm back and I murdered most of the ship. Here you go. How does Sagan come to my aid? Am I to trade one captor for another? No, we're letting you go. This is friendly, Sagan. You guys should be best friends now. Like Clutchfather, like son. You okay, dude? My thanks, those manacles are beginning to chafe. Now, I can see that you are some manner of sellsword, but I'm not quite sure what to make of this scaled gentleman. A friend of yours? Yes, he is a scaled gentleman. Friend. We are not free of this yet. Stay close to me, lest you be tossed overboard. Uh-oh, stronger bad guy. It seems that the mantle of the Scarlet Sea Devil will not sit firmly upon my shoulders until I've sent you to the depths. Zug, do you realize what is at stake here? Your reckless ambition endangers the fate of our entire tribe. The Shorewalkers ready their armada even as we speak. Does the thought of war with the Finless Ones now frighten you so? Let them come. My antics are as a spawnling's mischief compared to the mayhem you once committed. Ready your spear, old one. Let us see if the years have stolen your skill as well as your spine. Ooh, you're gonna get fucked up. I don't even get to do an instant fight against him. Herk! You other fuckers have any complaints? Now get lost. The wound is not fit. Oh, it should have been, though it might leave a nasty scar. I do not ask for your pity. Finish it now. Kill me. Show me a parent who can kill his own child. Sagging blood ties run deeper than the most abyssal sea trench. You beg for the impossible. I will not slay my own son. Oh, do we get a redemption arc? I rejected you as my Clutchfather. Why did you throw away all that you had become? Why did you not seek vengeance on the Shorewalkers who wronged us? You know the answers to those questions. Surely you have not forgotten what befell your spawn brothers. At my side you stood, the only surviving hatchling, and shed a river of tears for your slain clutchmates. God damn it! Whatever there's emergency going around in the background. Yes, I wept for them and made them a promise. I would avenge their deaths with the blood of 1,000 shorewalkers. I would grow into a warrior both mighty and terrible to behold, the Scottish Sea Devil reborn. I would do what you would not. You cannot protect that which you love with a name, no matter how fearful. It took the greatest tragedy of my life to open my eyes to that truth. Zug, I would spare you the pain again. I would have you be the future our people need. I only want what is best for all my sons. Clutchfather. Weigh anchor and take the helm. We make for the nearest shorewalker port. Prepare a boat to take our guest ashore. Hooray, rehabilitation. Still has to pay for his crimes, though. To jail you go. Oh, right at the port. Counselor Thurston. Counselor Thurston. Hello. Monica, was it? Thanks again. Were it not for you and your sagging acquaintance, I would still be rubbing my wrists while trying to escape those infernal shackles. Twould seem I had been laboring under misconception. I was convinced that all sagging and all beastmen, in fact, were not but bloodthirsty, murdering savages without the slightest concept of peace or compromise. But after meeting Novv, did you call him? Intriguing fellow. Yes, well, after witnessing his exchange with his son, I see now that our fishback enemies are far more complicated than our bedtime tales of horror would lead us to believe. I have 3 younglings of my own, you see, and I'm quite eager to hurry home and reassure them that their father is very much alive and well. Before I do so, however, I shall contact the Admiral and convince her to rescind the order to attack. It will not be an easy task, but as the man who holds the nation's purse strings, my words carry a certain weight. Oh, and here. Gulls are often a welcome sight on ships as their presence means land, and home is close by. Lenosian sailors begin gathering the feathers, drop it on deck, fashioning them into trinkets to give to their children as a symbol of hearth and happiness. I would be grateful if you could see that feather into your sag and friend's hands. Beastman, I know I have seen that any father wishes the same things for his offspring. Perhaps in time we should find more common ground between our peoples. I only hope that it will not require the threat of imminent war to bring such future revolutions to light. Ha ha ha. Alright, bye. Alright, so Novv gets even more presents beyond friendship oranges. Alright, I'm back, Novv. Want some feathers? I have no words to thank you. Without your aid, I don't think shorewalkers could have been avoided. And Zug has disbanded the Coral Triumphs and is set on traveling for a time. Among all my offspring, he is the most like me, the most determined and stubborn. I sense he is hesitant to return to the nursery, but return he will in time. And when he does, I hope to see him a stronger and wiser Sagan than I ever was. Such pleasant thoughts will sustain me while I raise his unruly spawn brothers. Friendship feather, gold feather trinket. Present. The counselor wished me to have this. I see a gift from parent to child, a symbol of joy and family. So many of my offspring were slain by shorewalkers. The rage spawned by that act will never fully leave me. But it is as nothing compared to the desire I feel to protect my surviving spawnlings. I pray that this trinket can one day represent not just the bond between parent and child, but also the birth of understanding between our peoples. You have achieved more for this cause than I could have dared hope. In the days to come, I only ask that you do not forget us, finless one. Whenever thoughts of vengeance seek to consume you, remember this nursery and remember me and my spawnlings. And should you choose to visit, you will always be welcome here. You're no longer some strange shorewalker. To us, you are a clutchmate. Aw, thanks. Alright, I think this finishes off the sags, right? I'm back and you no longer have to fear the fish people. Lieutenant Darkstar seems that business with the sagging became rather more involved than everyone expected. And Master Command very much resembled the writhing chaos of our namesake. Once word of Councilor Thurston's abduction sparked the call to war. Tis fortunate that our marching orders were rescinded ere we launched our attack. There are none in our ranks that fear to step upon the field of battle, but any day that ends without bloodshed is a good day. And yet you yourself responsible for the Councilor's timely release. I like to think that my eye for enlisting talented veterans played some small part in the way events played out. So, you've averted a war and rescued a high-ranking official. Not a bad result, all told. We must remain vigilant. While we welcome the possibility of peaceful coexistence with the Sagan, we cannot ignore the threat that the primal Leviathan yet presents. For the nonce, however, you have earned a respite from duty. On behalf of the Maelstrom, I commend you for your courageous actions and judicious diplomacy. Might you consider a bath during your well-deserved rest? I seem to take the slightest sense of rotting crab meat. Alright. All done? All done here? Reputation up. Trusted! Wider selection of wares. License to kill. Let's also finish off the kobolds. Hello, what do we have to deal with over here? As is one 79th Order Pikmin, Gigu is fretting and fidgeting. Aye, you must flee this place, adventurer. Run, dash, flee for our lives. Why? Because BB said so, and dare I disobey my dear BB again? No, no, I dare not. I must flee. She tried to tell me, but I was too horrified to listen. Terrified, petrified, horrified. She would know more. Find her and ask herself. I will be holding my paws over my ears. Yes, yes, I will. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Not listening. Hello, hi, waifu. An Asian would never marry BB. Her name would have to be AA. Did you not flee with Gigu? You must leave this place. No, no, it is not safe for... Eek! Zoga. Well, look what we have here. Stragglers. And laggards, strayers, stragglers. A hairless one. Just looking at her makes me want to retch. Gag, heave, retch. BB, I warned you what would happen if you betrayed me, but did you listen? No, no you didn't. Are we? Oh, this doesn't look good. So go, please listen. Hear, hark, listen. Gigu, you and your mangy lot weren't content with a bunch of spongers, leeches, scroungers, spongers. No, no, you would drag down your betters to your sorry standing. No, Zoga, no, this is not so. Shut your maw, I see the adventurer standing beside you. You are a traitor to the tunnels. A turncoat, a treasonist, a traitor. And please, Zoga, I only want to go home. Oh, I have a new home for you. Yes, yes, I do. It's a cozy and oh so warm, scorching, scalding warm. Yes, you'll make fine fuel for our flames. Zoga, have mercy! You disappoint me, BB. Yes, yes, you do. By my side, you could have had power rangers beyond your wildest dreams. You cast your lot with this weakling, this sop, this doormat, this weakling. Please, Zoga, I will do anything you say. Yes, yes, anything, and I'll just spare poor Gigu his life. BB, no, no, you must not. Anything you say? Anything at all? Now here's an astute girl. Smart, sharp, astute. Zoga can find a job for you. Yes, yes, I can. A skilled alchemist you are. Yes, yes, and quite the looker too. You will slave in my workshop by day and keep me warm by night. Yes, you will. And if I ever catch you slacking off, I'll feed you to the furnace and blast your whole world into the sea. Bwahaha! Can I kill this guy? Like, just hanging out here? Can I just shoot him? You promise you will come for me. Swear about promise. BB! No! I mean, go get her. Alright, now what's going on with you? This is unfair, unreasonable, unjust, unfair. And it's your bloody fault as much as anyone's. If you moved your legs and paws all half as much as you do your mouth, maybe you could have saved the girl from her fate. You speak true, verily is surely true. At last, long and last, I see the error of my ways. Yes, to save this love, Gigu will follow wherever you go. Finally, you're talking some sense. Now, round up your best men. We're off to Ugamoro to take the battle to Zoga. What? You cannot be serious. This is madness. Craziness, lunacy, madness. I mean, I'm here. We'll be fine. Follow wherever you go, eh? Bloody worthless you are. And one of the seven hells does BB even see in you. But you don't understand. No, you see, round up my best men? No Kobold will follow a leader as pathetic as me. I am alone, helpless, hopeless, alone. Oh, do you have friends? It is you who speaks madness, Giyu. Craziness, lunacy, madness. You know nothing. No, nothing at all. Listen to us, Giyu. Yes, yes, listen well. We are with you. We have always been with you. Bozu and Bobu speak true. Are we jealous of BB's love for you? Yes, yes, we are, but you are our leader and you have always led us well. And wherever you go, we will follow faithfully, dutifully, loyally, faithfully. Bozu, Bobu, Bogu, I'm... You're the leader of the 79th, that's what you are, and it's high time you bloody acted the part. Your friends are counting on, and BB is all the more so. The choice is yours to make now. What do you say? I will go. Yes, just wait, my precious BB. Gigu is coming to save you. Music to my bloody ears. I guess men or kobolds can change after all. Now listen up. Monacan will storm Ugamara from the fore and create a diversion. Gigu, you'll sneak into the workshop the back way and put Zolga's new furnace out of commission. Your fruitcake of a friend, Bago, should be able to furnish us with the tools for the task, aye? Amidst all the smoke and clatter, we'll find Beam and return you to safety. Now listen, Gigu, Monacan and I stand with you, but this is your battle. The life and livelihood of you, your friends, and your love, it's all on your grubby paws. Got it? Good. Now let's hear your battle cry. I forgive me. You will speak to Bago for me. Yes, I need a moment to reflect, meditate, contemplate, reflect. It's like, doesn't sound like this is gonna go well. Bago, do we get furnished with another bomb? Do we set us up the bomb? And you and Gigu will make things go boom, make mayhem, madness, massacre, mayhem. Bago will help. Oh yes, yes he will. We'll give you the biggest, burstingest of Bago's beauties. They make very big booms, they do. Yes, yes indeed. Zolga's workshop, no, not just his workshop. All of Ugamarga will be reduced to rubble, wreckage, ruin, rubble. You'll distract Zolga's lackeys, help Gigu do his deed, yes. Bago has a present for you as well, a gift, a boon, a present. Take these lovely, lovely little ones. Their size may be trifling, but do not be fooled. No, set them off in succession, and they will make lovely, lovely sparks. Yes, yes, they will. Setting out some limp bombs. 6 of them. I'll just put down 3 when I have 6 bombs. Is there another location I gotta put them down? I fancy meeting you way out in here. I should do the trick around here and now delve a bit deeper. Follow me! Whoa, hello camera angle. Can I get it from back here? Gotta get a little closer. Try to be sneaky for this one. Try to be sneaky for this one. Don't turn this way. Alright, more explosions. Looks like our job here is done. The rest is up to Gigu. Alright, horrifying thought that. I'm gonna see how things are going. Zolga's workshop is right behind this door, and I've already taken the liberty of knocking out the doorman and leaving him of his key. Let's open it. Let's up to it then. Into the 13th workshop? Yes. No shortcut for me this time. Hi, Gigu! Eventually, you've come to see Gigu do his job, yes? Yes, behold. Gaze, regard, behold. Ah, that should do it. Probably, possibly, maybe. You are proud of Gigu, yes? Yes, yes, you should be. Oh, if only Bibu could see me now. Yes, you would be smitten. Swooning, struck, smitten. What was that noise? Oh, adventure, you must flee. Run, by flee. Before scary Zolga finds us. Run away. The Kevin Kobold did his job. It's a bloody miracle. Now let's get out of here before the whole place comes tumbling down. Do we get to see explosions? Blow the whole fucking place up? Blow something. Back to the dig. Yes, quickly, swiftly, briskly. Gigu, I will crush you, smash you, squash you, crush you. In all my years, I've never suffered such indignity. You are finished, Gigu. Yes, yes, your bones will feed my furnace. Punch him, Gigu. Stand back, adventurer. No further. This is my battle. My fight, my struggle, my battle. Funny if he just loses. Feel the pain, Gigu, the hurt, the suffering, the pain. Ow! Ow! Getting his ass kicked. Ow, have mercy. Yes, have mercy. There will be no mercy for you, Gigu. No, not ever. You will feel the full brunt of my wrath, my anger, my rage, my wrath. Please. These sound effects, though. Die, perish, croak, die, like the worthless dreg you are. Zolga. A sucker for punishments. Eh? Yes, you are. Zolga, please stop this, I beg you, beseech you, implore you. Gigu has suffered enough. Yes, he has. You are strong, Zolga. Yes, strong and skilled with the pick. You should be leading us to greater heights. Why waste your strength on poor, weak Gigu? Silent. Be silent. Gigu? Yes, be silent. Shut up. Close your bloody maw. Gigu? Gigu? Everyone, Gigu. Stand back, hands off, get lost. Yes, yes, all of you. I never asked for your help. No, no, not a one of you. This is Gigu's battle. See this, Zoga? Yes, yes, you do. This is Bago's life's work, his magnum opus. It brims with the power to blast you and the whole 13th Order into dust. Debris, detritus dust. And this is all for all those years of oppression, insult, abuse, oppression. Yes, yes, Zoga, you have walked over Gigu for the last time. And Zoga, I'll see you in the 7th hell. Oh, your place is exploding now. When, Gigu, what have you... Explosions. Explosions. Gah! Oh, get fucked! Fuck him! Punch! Wee! Oh, right into the explosions. You're fucked now. I'm finished. Done. Complete. Finished. Alright, go home with your waifu. Suddenly, fate. Hello, everything okay in here now? I'm gonna turn back into a chicken. Thank you, my friends, my comrades, my allies, my friends. It is you, yes, yes, all of you, who gave me the courage to fight that battle. Yes, a battle I should have fought long ago. I had my doubts, I must admit, but I'm happy to say you proved me wrong. This wouldn't have been possible without you. With Zoga out of the way, the kobolds of Ugamaro should quiet down. Development which should please Commander Bloodin and the Red Swallows. Spend more time in these tunnels than I'd have liked, but all's well that ends well. Just get married already. Bibi, you have come. You are proud of me, yes? Yes, yes. What do you think of your Gigu now? You're horrible, terrible, miserable, horrible. I've never been told such hurtful things. No, never. What happened to the sweet Gigu I used to know? Goodbye, Gigu. Farewell. Well, shit. I cannot win. No, no, not with her. But do not worry about Gigu. Do not fret. Do not fuss. Do not worry. Yes, for my battle with Zoga has given me new courage. Strength, confidence, courage. I'm sure that'll last forever. I will win back Bibi's heart. Yes, I will increase the productivity 100-fold. I will not rest, slack slumber, rest until the 70th becomes the first. I will do all this, yes, all this and more. Yes, yes, as soon as I wake from my nap. Perhaps I spoke too soon. Any road, there's little more we can do. I'll stop off at Camp Overlook. Would you mind going on ahead of me to Maelstrom Command? I'm back. Took care of the Kobold problem. I feared we'd lost you to the tunnels. I think that single miss in shipment would lead you on such a circuitous journey through the bowels of Ugamoro. I shudder at the thought. And yet, though there is still a long road ahead, I dare say your efforts have gone far in leading us down the path of peace with the Kobolds. You've done limbs so proud to stay, my friend. Accept this as remuneration for your deeds. On behalf of the Maelstrom and the Admiral herself, I commend you. Thanks. Finished another beast tribe. I'm now trusted. Kobold is brass. Brass to brass. I'm gonna have to come over here and do more stuff with the bumbling one. Hello, Omskio. Where's the look of grave concern on her face? Friendly one, this one has good news and horrible, miserable, terrible news. Which one does Friendly want to hear first? Friendly one would hear good news. Good news that these ones finally found Nasty One, Deluxio, and the Podling. Horrible, miserable, terrible news that the Spoutling ritual has begun. Chosen One will be born in Nasty One Deluxio's care. Does Brave One understand what this means? These ones do not have mother and father like walking ones. When little one sprouts forth from Podling, first face of these ones that little one sees, that one becomes nurturing one to little one. If these ones do not do something, Nasty One Deluxio would become Chosen One's nurturing one. Touched ones will wield power of Lord Ramu to destroy these ones' homes, walking ones' nations. Everyone. Elder One looks for Other one looks for Friendly One. Please go quickly. Alright, I'm here to help again, Frixio. Ah, Frixio. Brave One has been friend to these ones from time and time again. This one will ask the Brave One final favor. Brave One must steal into heart of touched one's lair. Rescue podling from nasty one Luxio before chosen one sees that one's face. Never have these ones needed Brave One more. Elder Frixio, this one would go too. This one has been a fool. This one's half-hearted designs on playing hero have brought only trouble and extra Solace. This one would make it up to you ones. This one does not want to end his days as a bumbling one. Bumbling one talks funny. Funny talking one should be silent one. This one begs of you ones. This one has learned one's lessons. Please one, give this one just one more chance. One. Shush. Funny talking one's funny talk makes this one's head hurt. Funny talking one's good intentions are not lost in this one. Yet well-meaning one is still bumbling one, and bumbling one would only put brave one and oneself in danger. Listen to this one. Stay in this place out of trouble. But this one, finally, someone's gonna have some peace and quiet. Listen well, Brave One. Luxio and Touched Ones perform sprouting ritual at the seedbed deep in the heart of the Sylphlands. The journey will not be easy, even for Brave One, but Brave One, your lost steed awaits. And yes, feast your eyes on this glorious plumage. Let your spirits be lifted by my rousing. Now that's much better. Voice? Who is this voice? I am Voko, prince among chocobos, fleetest foot in the 12s, and I am honored to accompany this brave adventurer on her quest to save all of self-kind. This one has no words. Alas, poor bumbling one, it would seem that one's mind has turned to feathers. Why do you tarry, adventure? With each passing moment, the threat of this realm grows. Yes, Voko must press on ahead, with or without you. Fear not, chosen one, for Voko will rush to your aid. Queh! It appears Brave One's task will be even more difficult than this one imagined. This one begs of Brave One, do try to keep Feather One from making a bumbling mess of everything. Is the podling gonna see him first? I can't remember, it's been years since I did this quest. Alright, Voko. Queh, the force is finding its place, but take heart. Voko, Prince of Chocobo's fleetest foot in the 12s shall Queh. What was that noise? Accompany him to seabed, your feathered companion is a skittish bird and will flee to safety if he loses sight of you. To the seedbed. Does he just slowly plod along, or will he actually follow me? Will he follow me on my mount? Even if I get to the sky? Come along! Will it actually attract enemies? Get licked by toads? You gonna get tripled. Boop. If I keep running, will he keep up or will he fall behind? It looks like he can keep up. Can I just keep running? This is annoying. I just want to mount and get over there. I'm also increase my time on the actual chocobo. Alright, keep up! Keep up! Made it. Stay back, enemies. Look before you. Your loyal steed has guided you to the seedbed. The chosen one waits. Could that be Queh? Yes, mistress. This is the chosen one's podling. Alright, where's Sylph Deluxe? Sup, dicks. Shoot them all. I have AoE, I can take them all on. Excellent, walking one is just in time. I was holding a knife, it's like a tomeberry. And these ones have lived in the shadow of walking one long enough. Chosen one shall choose this one to lead these ones into a new era. Just sneaking by. Near has no place for imperial ones, walking ones, or traitorous ones who call these ones friend. All who are not these ones shall perish, and dead ones' blood shall water these ones' forest home. That sounds horrible. Queh. No, it's just a chocobo. I'll just stick around Feather One. After this one deals with walking one, roasted Feather One will make good feast for these ones. Now, where was this one? Yes, say your prayers, doomed ones. Ah ha 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 ha. Mine. Nobody notices. Idiots. Uh-oh. Boss one, look out. Feathered one is... Feathered one is walking one? What is the meaning of this? Surprise, bitches. Haha, yes, 'twas me after all. You'll not be calling this one a stupid one anymore, and thanks. Bye! With me, friend, who must see the chosen one back to Little Solace. Ah, how invigorating. Yes, these legs will carry me forever. How could this be? How could this one be fooled by stupid one? Run away! Run away! It's like, just like, what just happened? Alright, I'm gonna go all the way back. You only made it that far. Yep, you only made it that far. Deluxio's lackey and Deluxio. Oh, you're getting fucked up. Do not want paralysis. I'm gonna voice my concern. You okay there? Friend, I tried, but my legs will carry me no further. I beg of you, see the chosen one back to safety. Weep not for me, friend. I am but a bumbling one who bumbled until the end. You look fine. See the sylph falling back to safely back to the. You have 50 seconds for your arms and legs to give out. Should you fail to complete this task, return to the starting location. And here we go again. Beware of attacks from enemies. Should you find yourself tiring, seek out patches of luminous moongrass, which will restore your strength. Oh, whoops. Which is the casting. Switch to Skull, which is 52, so it has slightly less aggro radius. I do have to go all the way back. This is my least favorite kind of quest. Doing this, there is one quest to take the podling like about halfway back. From here to about here, I want to say. And it's a fucking miserable quest. All these things are like stuck right in front of enemies. Enemies have huge aggro radius, and there's a bunch of them, and every time they hit you, you lose 10 seconds off your timer. In fact, it's easier to just clear out some of the enemies before going and grabbing the pod. I think one of the quests, the Moongrass, was like right inside that group there. Where's that condor looking? I'll stay away from it. Also, fates being in the way don't help at all. And just be like more people and start this quest on at like level 60 so nothing can see you. Just go behind you. Enemies are getting weaker as you go, so it's actually getting easier as you go. Where's the next refresh spot? There it is. Just plod along with my podling. I'm like looking straight into it. I can't see where I'm going. Alright, make sure you hatch and look at the idiot first. The idiot with glasses. Alright, am I depositing this up here? Yes. Carry the silk podling to Little Solace. Done. I'm back. Hey look, you made it back too. Welcome back, Chocobo. Oh friend, how delighted I am to see you safe and sound. Myself, no worse for wear, thank you. It really is quite curious, but relieved of the burden of the podling, my recovery was remarkably hasty. Yes, I dare say I've learned much from my numerous near-death experiences. Stay clear of the sylphlands, leave the heavily lifting to adventurers, and most importantly, keep a close eye on one's journal and one's undergarments. Now, let's say we sit back and witness the dawning of a new era for Sylphkind. It's totally gonna look at him, right? In all the years this one has lived, never once did this one imagine that one would see this day. This is how babies are made. This one asks, who is the calling one? This one is Trixie, Elder of Little Solace. This one will welcome Chosen One to these one's family. This one would build a home of peace and tranquility for these ones if Chosen One would join this one. If that is Elder One's wish, this one is born to answer. Such words are Socrates one's heart, Chosen One. Hooray! No more shenanigans. And the cycle begins anew. Alright, and back to Gridania. I'm back. Hail, friend, your timing could not be better. I just received a report from a voice relating your exploits in Little Solace in considerable detail. Well, I think that young man not only solved a 1,000-year-old sylphic prophecy, but single-handedly fought off a veritable legion of malevolent sylphs to rescue the Chosen One and secure a future of peace and prosperity for all Sylphkind, brains and broad. Yes, it's clear I picked the right man. I were not. The brave lad gave credit where due. Yes, he clearly explained that his heroics would not have been would have been impossible without your clever chocobo ruse, and insisted that I grid you for your supporting role. Pray stay a while in Gridania and rest your legs. I want to go back and punch him. Rep up and completed. Trusted. Sylph assured. I also have the Amalja to go through. Hello, Yadovga. In stark contrast to his usual stoic warrior demeanor, appears highly agitated. Did the kitty go off and do something dumb again? Yep, she's gone. She had no duties that would take her from the camp this day. I fear she rides for Zaharak and her chance at Zygaw's test head. The war leader must be told. Teach the pussy a lesson. She has gone the impatient whelp. Reckless action is not martial courage. To charge into battle without straining of oneself or one's enemy is to court disaster. Lunga is beyond our help now. This is her battle and her battle alone. Amalja law forbids interventions in such vendettas. If she wishes to perish in a blaze of false glory, then that is the path she has chosen. Looney's decisions define her as a warrior, and thus will end her tale. Oh, I want to go help her though, even though she is kind of a bitch. How much God will do nothing? We have trained Lunga since she was barely more than a hatchling. There must be something we... Honored ally, though I risk bringing shame upon myself and the Brotherhood, I beg you hear my plea. As an Amalja, I am bound by our laws and customs, but you are not. Pray follow Lunga into Zaharak and see that she survives this madness. Fixing all your shit again. I see you hiding there. Where are you, Zygostek? Your doom has come. Adventurer, why are you here? Did you follow me? I told you I don't need... Since you are here, perhaps you can prove useful. There's a cage yet deeper within the stronghold. I thought that perhaps it might be, well, just free the prisoner, yes? The key is held by Monab Cha. He is Flamefang's second commander, not to be underestimated. Zygostek is mine, but you will have your share of the glory. Now go. Here's where the fight's going to take place. Kind of feel like punching it in the face. First, we'll get rid of you. Since the hostile presence, where is it? That's way over there. Come on. Dang it. Beat up the second in command. Did it. Key. Rescue mission. Sturdy cage. You're all free now. Why are you walking there? You're gonna get caught too. Who is it? Who's there? Stay back. You stay away. I know why you're here, filthy kidnappers. You come from my little loon, haven't you? Well, you can't have her. No one can have her. She's been promised to the Lord of the Inferno. She doesn't seem very good. It's not looking very good. Mother, you're alive! Who is that? No, I know you people snatchers and your dirty tricks. Now get out before you scare my little loon. Out, I said! Gods, no. There is not quite as touching as the arena between mother and child. I can scarce contain my tears of bittersweet joy. Zygostek, you'll pay for what you've done to her and to me. Some of the tempered, such as this one, are exposed overlong to the sacred flame. They become the walking witless, barely aware of their own existence. Is Lord April's power not magnificent? Come now, it is time you were purified in the raging blaze of his blessing. Come back and face me, coward! I was hoping he'd turn around and be like, the fuck you say? I go now to put an end to the monster's abomination once and for all, but if I'm to have any chance of victory, I will need you to first destroy Ivry's beacons. Honor and pride, adventurer. Alright, I'll go punch some beacons. Beat up some beacons. AoE some beacons. That means I'm actually hitting the beacon from here. There are 2 beacons down. Go destroy 3 beacons. Literally only 3 beacons. Smuck a beacon. Did it. Hiding spot. Wait here for Looney to take her revenge. Gah, you're as lost kissing that has wandered into the Drake's lair. Surrender this doomed vendetta. Submit to Ivry's will, as your mother did before you. Shoot him. Oh, nice shot. The pain. How is this possible? My spells are drawn from the searing furnace of Ifrit's might. Wrong. Your power is drawn from the beacons, and those altars of suffering are no more. Without your precious blessing, there's not to protect you from the sting of my arrows. Mercy, I beg you, the will of our god is overwhelming. Spare my life and I shall become your slave instead. Shoot him again. Pitiful creature, if any brings shame to the Malja Zagostat, then it is you. Your power is broken and my vengeance complete. No more of my arrows need be stained by your coward's blood. Crawl back under your rock lizard. No, shoot him again. Don't turn your back to him. Gullible fool, die. Bye. Oh, get fucked. War leader. You forsake all that is sacred to a true warrior of the Malja. Zagostat, for your cowardice and cruelty, the only reward is death. I mean, he looks pretty dead to me, so... I beheld the entire confrontation, Lunga. You fought with honor and with courage. Such was my proud exultation. The dagger flew unbid from my hand. How unfortunate, then, that Zagostat stood in its path. It appears that perfect martial detachment yet eludes even me. And wipe yourself off, you dead. However, Mommy's still pretty tempered. We're watching You Have Been Avenged. Let's get out of here before I get in combat. Or I can just teleport here. I'm back! Where's Looney Kitty? Did she make it back okay? With the flame fangs defeated, the Malja within Zanrak will return to cowering behind their campfires. And though the embers of Ifrit's blessings yet smolder, we shall fight that fire with the flames we ourselves nurture, a strength born from within. But I do not speak to you of strength, for you perhaps more than any have neared the peak of perfection. You have earned the highest praise and deepest gratitude of my people. Even should our races clash in blood-drenched savagery, you, honored ally, will always be welcomed by the Brotherhood of Ash. I have seen my mother safely to Forgotten Springs. It is unheard of for Temper to ever recover from the primal-induced madness, but it is my hope that she will at least find a measure of peace in our old home. Oh, and a word with you, adventurer. I question your resolve, and you have answered me as well as any Amalja warrior would. You have my respect. Oh, now she's polite. And my thanks. Well, this feels strange. Why are you staring? I cannot help the way I look. My brother must think me hideous. The road calls you, honored ally. The misfortune seeks to waylay us. Let us not stray from the path of the strong. Alright, now back to Ulda. I'll talk to you once you load in. Alright, Flame Commander. Commander Giselbert submitted a detailed report. Monica, it seems my decision to assign you this duty was the correct one. With the Amalja fanatics thus quelled, Thanley may enjoy a measure of peace for a time, and though we are never in short supply of beastman-related problems, I believe you've earned a respite from the chaos. Enjoy the rest while you may. Alright, thanks. More achievements and more rep-up. More trusted. A real badass. Alright, let's also head to North Shroud. We have crafter stuff to do. Hello, Tataramu. Tataramu has encountered a bump in the road towards completing the Desert Island. The crafting portion of this quest is recommended for Dice Well Hand level 6 and above. I think I'm slightly higher than level 6. Hello there, constructing the airship proceeds apace. Our beastman colleagues have even agreed to implement several of my proposals. However inadvertent it was, I must thank you for introducing me to this opportunity. That I should have the chance to contribute to such a revolutionary project is exactly the sort of thing I dreamed of as I pored over countless tomes on aeronautic principle and design. There is, however, one small issue that has arisen to thwart us. In order to properly integrate my innovations, we require certain materials to build a custom engine jointing component, materials that are notoriously difficult to procure. I hope it will not come to this, but I must call upon the aid of an acquaintance of mine. Would you be so kind as to deliver this letter to a gentleman by the name of Coulson? I am certain that he will agree to prepare the materials and keep the entire matter discreet. Now, Coulson is often out and about on company business, but speak with HIDA at the airship ticket counter in Gridania, and she will point you towards his latest appointment. My apologies, I do not mean to treat you as a lackey, but I prefer to avoid the city for the time being. They hit a NPC over here. This is a good HIDA way. Still, you can't just jump down there. Oh, I guess it's blocked off here. Hello. Welcome to the airship landing. I'm sorry, but was there aught else I might help you with, miss? You wish to meet with Advisor Coulson, delivering a letter from Tataramu, you say? Surely you don't mean Master Tataramu. You've seen him? Is he hale and unharmed? You must take yourself directly to Quiver's Hold. Chancellor will wish to speak with you in person. You'll find Advisor Coulson there as well, assisting with the investigation. Swiftly now, please, miss. I don't want to walk all the way out of here. Hello. I'm sorry, miss, but I cannot assist you this time. The God's Quiver is fully engaged in investigating a most important case. A resource at our disposal has been allocated towards locating Chairman Tata Badu's missing son. Even now, the Chairman and Chief Aide, Adventure Coulson, awaits within Quiver's Hold, no doubt eager to berate the first bow for our lack of progress. Coulson is the person you've come to see? Then I must ask you to mind your words. I can't have you antagonizing a esteemed representative of Highwind Skyways. Chancellor Soup. Hi, Guildmaster. Well, how's a big jump? Lalafell have strong legs. I don't know why I jumped up there when the person I've talked to is way over here. What's up, Coulson? Yes, I'm Coulson, but this is hardly time for a letter from me. Let's have it then, miss. Time is of the essence, especially at my age. Here you go. Great cause, this is signed by Master Tatanoom. How came you by this document? Is the young master well? What's that you say? And Sorrel still in the company of Ehcatl? They have not a moment to lose. Should it cost me my very life, I shall see him freed from their ravenous clutches. We'll need to form a rescue party. Yes, the finest God's Quiver marksmen, reinforced by a small army of Skyways retainers. Be brave, Master Tataramu. Those beastmen will soon rue the day they dared lay talons on my young charge. Advisor, calm down. This no longer concerns you, young miss. We must merely... Wait, what? You meant to say that Tataramu is safe? He is there of his own free will, building an airship with the Ehcatl? Wait. Perhaps we must needs begin afresh. As you're obviously aware, my name is Coulson, and I'm the Chief Technical Advisor for Skywind Highways and aide to Chairman Tatabadu. Pleased to make your acquaintance. What you may not have known is that the man who asked you to deliver this letter is the Chairman's only son and the sole successor to a veritable airship empire. Some days ago, Master Tataram accompanied me here to Gridania as part of his continuing education on company practices. Much to my surprise and alarm, though, the young master suddenly disappeared from under my very nose. While I was naturally beset by all manner of horrible imaginings, with no ransom demand or other clues to his whereabouts, I had no choice but to task the God's Quiver with turning the entire city upside down. Suffice to say, your news has lifted a terrible weight from my old shoulders. I know not how I would have faced the boy's father had events unfolded otherwise, and yet the contents of the letter still managed to vex me. Dear Coulson, enclosed is a list of materials I would have you prepare for my companion. I require them for a most exciting project. Fond regards. Not one word of apology, even the slightest hint of contrition. My lectures on the privilege and responsibility position appear to have fallen on deaf ears. And as for this list, I'm assuming these are materials for some manner of high-quality jointing component. A leather-bound frame to absorb engine vibration, yes? I'm sorely tempted to refuse this impertinent request, considering the trouble the young master's caused, but I'm also intrigued. Here, take this promissory note and hand it to the supervisor of the Fall Guard float crafting facility. She'll provide you with everything you require to craft Tataramu's component. Thanks. Though I yet harbor some concerns, I will trust that Master Tataramu is content to work alongside these Ehcatl for now. Alright, over to the crafting facilities. Hello, Hildyard. Hello again, adventurer. Come now, I can hardly hear you. I said hello again. I mean, here. Oh my, it's not a seal of Highwind Skyways, so I suppose it only stands to reason there are a few other organizations that could afford the items you're questing. Here you are, then everything in order for you to begin crafting. Thanks. There's a lot of different items. Engine jointing component needs to be high quality. Right, I forgot I need these special stupid gloves. Done. Alright, I'll finish, but I still have one more rep after this to do, I believe. Or multiple, I can't remember. I'm back. You're gone so long as being a worry. Were you able to deliver my letter to Coulson? Yes, I even have this part for you. It's all finished. Yes, exactly what I had in mind. Jointing components like this one are almost impossible to obtain without the cloud of a company like Highwind Skyways behind you. But with your expertly crafted component now in hand, we should have no trouble integrating my improved engine housing into the desolate Qualan. I can already feel the bracing chill of the wind in my face, hear the cries of the birds, see the folk below rushing about my... Pray excuse my little flights of fancy, terrible habit of mine. So, I suppose you heard from old Coulson who I really am, huh? Yes, it's true, my father is the chairman of Highland Skyways, the expansive airship service that links the great cities of yours, yeah. Destined as I am to one day take the company's helm, people everywhere seek to curry my favor as they would some merchant prince. A pity that my royal status does not excuse me from an unrelenting procession of dreary lessons at home. I am forced to study mercantile practices, business strategies, all that I might maximize the profits of airship travel. But I'm not the slightest interest in making coin. I've had enough of ledgers and lectures. Thus was I so reluctant to leave this little sanctuary. I want to design airships, not manage a fleet of them. I want to be valued not for my station or on my purse, but for the skills I have labored to acquire. Stand up, Lalafell. Perhaps you bear not but the whining of a spoiled child, yet I swear to you I would renounce my inheritance in a twinkling if I could. Oh, for the wings of a wondrous airship to carry me further, faster, and higher than ever before. That is my dream, that and naught else. Squawk well said that was. Did he not even come up to his knees? and mean nothing to us, Tutten, as wealth does. Better off smelting down coins and making nails, Cecil thinks. And thank you, Cecil, all best friends now. Seize this passion, let it sustain you, you must. Construction of Desert Colony will take all that Tataramu has and more. Chosen an easy path, Tataramu is not. No, not easy, but always fair master crafting is. Great reward for great effort. And great gill. Launch our vessel upon ocean of clouds we shall. Launch it towards gates of Ehcatl. Ready to fly us, Tataramu, yes? Yes, sir. Alright, next rep. New rep. Am I now friendly with them? Yes, friendly. More quests. And more wares. Oh, it's getting improved. Whoa, components. Better airship. The engine housing has now been integrated into the Desert Colony's tail assembly. Continue testing the Ehcatl 9 to see the airship hybrid reach its completion. Can do. Alright, there's still other stuff. Bird is the word too. There still is some other stuff to do over in Gridania. Over to the Botanist Guild. For my level 25 quest Aromatic Aspirations. Hi, Fufucha. Meeting a lot of Lalafells lately. Fufucha has in mind to assign you a large order. As Gridania continues to make headway along the road to recovery, every more outsiders shall flock to her gates. They come here in hopes of trading, and Gridania must welcome them if she is to forge stronger bonds with the neighbors and prosper. Make no mistake, Monica, busy times lie ahead. Verily, we have just now received an order for no fewer than 2,000 fine-quality sprigs of chamomile from the quicksand in Olda. So run along and harvest them, would you? I just, of course, attach the scale will require more than 2 hands. If you would be so to procure, say, 15 sprigs, I would consider it an appropriate contribution. Chamomile is well known for its fragrant aroma and something proper and soothing properties. There is satisfaction to be had in ensuring that folk from every corner of the realm can sample the delights of this great stable. Do you not agree? The herb is abundant in Upper Lenosha, around Oakswood to be precise. Once you have harvested 15 sprigs, pray deliver them to Sandra. I mean, I already have them. Here you go, you inspect them. So Fuja has you harvesting chamomile as well, does she? Return here when you have 15 sprigs and I'll add them to the pile. While you harvest, I shall ponder how in 7 hells I'm supposed to ship them all. I mean, I got them all already. Inspection time? Look at these flowers. 13, 14, precisely 15 sprigs of chamomile. My thanks, friend. Now that distinct aroma, there's nothing like chamomile's tea to calm the nerves. It's a perfect way to end the day, I reckon. Now all I have to do is wait for your fellow harvesters to bring the rest, pack the lot, and drag it to the airship landing. I expect I'll have earned a cup or 2 of tea when that's done, though I rather suspect it will be the very last thing I fancy. I don't know if Fufucha mentioned, but this batch is bound for Olda. It would seem the lords and ladies have developed a taste for this tea. Developed a taste, I said, but like as not, they drink it just to impress their neighbors. Wouldn't surprise one bit if each cup was served on a golden saucer. But there I go again, spouting my old prejudices. It's a bad Gridanian habit, I know. Sooner or later, I'll have to get rid of it. Don't want visiting Olda to splash hot tea in my face now, do I? Ha ha ha! Alright, I'll take some money. I don't need any gear. Alright, on to the next quest. 25 finished, now on to the 30 quest. Hello, which appears to be in some distress. Oh, what's going on now? I fear we have a situation on our hands. Monica, the guild's crop of alligator pears has been ravaged by vermin, and scarcely a day before the fruit was due to be picked. It's disheartening to see our labors come to naught, but such is the way of nature. Alas, our woes do not end there. It is a fine example of ill timing. No sooner had the disaster come to light than we received an unusually large order for, yes, alligator pears from the Caroline canopy. Yet all hope is not lost, for the fruit also grows in the wild. We need but find enough to fulfill the order, 15 to be precise. Our man Saul Yu is charged with keeping track of such produce as may be harvested in 12's wood. He spends most of his days around Bent Branch Meadows at this time of year. There are alligator pears out there, he will know where to find them. Pray seek them out, and do as he directs. I have to actually talk to him in Bent Branch. I already know they're over in, South Shroud, just north of Quarry Mill. In fact, you can just go and look them up. They're, 28, 26 to 30? Alligator pear. Right here. Hello. I'm looking for alligator pears. I heard the unfortunate tidings, yet all we can do is take it on the chin and cope as best we can. How can we search northeast of Quarry Mill? Wild alligator pears grow there, and we're doing well when I last passed through. Barring pests, they should be ripe for picking right about now. Oh, and just so you know, the place you're going is no different from any other untamed corner of the 12's, by which I mean it's full of nasties. Botanists like myself avoid the air if we can help it, but it should be as a walking through a flower garden for an adventurer like you. Now you had best be on your way, though alligator pears aren't going to pick them. Those alligator pears aren't going to pick themselves. Well, I'll just head back and turn them in. I'm back already. I trust you know where the alligator pears are found in nature. Please hurry. It would not do to keep our client waiting. I have them. Here you go. You gonna inspect them? Yep. 15 alligator pears in just the nick of time. You have spared us from Mion's wrath. Lest you misunderstood, Mion is a reasonable woman. Ordinarily, it is just that much rests upon the fruit's availability. Alligator pears are to form the centerpiece of a new dish of hers, you see, a hearty salad which she has been promoting feverishly to adventurers far and wide. Mion would not have been best pleased had her plans gone awry, but owing to your efforts, she can keep her promise, and we are a good reputation. My profoundest thanks, Monica. That's okay. I trust you have learned a valuable lesson from this episode, namely that we must not take nature's bounty for granted. As I taught you when first you came to us, nature is an unsentimental creature. She may provide for our every need today, but only to take it all away tomorrow. And those who would walk the path of botany must come to terms with this fact, and the sooner the better. For should your labors prove fruitless, and they frequently shall, no amount of brooding will avail you. At such times, one must remember that for all her seeming cruelty, nature is not our enemy. She simply is. If you would become intimate with her, partake of her bounty, you must learn to accept her unconditionally. Alright, more money. Alright, are we gonna rest on our laurels? A feast to say the least. Fufucha is in need of an adventurer's helping hand. You couldn't have come at a better time. A dear friend of mine has found herself in a predicament and is in need of a botanist's aid. Normally, I would not trouble you with a request of such a personal nature. This task, however, should serve you nicely in your training. Continue. The God's Quiver has just returned victorious from a hard-fought battle with the Ehcatl. My colonial friend Yanni has been tasked with overseeing a feast befitting the occasion. Fortunately, she is suffering an unexpected shortage of a key ingredient. I ask you to harvest 20 laurel leaves, which can be found amidst the lush vegetation in the northeast of Little Alamigo and southern Thanalan. Then bring them to me for inspection. I mean, here you go. I would ask you to harvest 20 laurel leaves, which can be found in... Oh, okay. I mean, here you go. Inspection time. Let me see here. 1920, and nary a withered leaf among the lot. Yanni will be pleased as peas. Speaking of which, Monica, do you know why laurel is so prized by culinarians across the realm? Not only does it boast the most pleasant aroma, deep yet not overpowering, the perfect accent to a savory stew or seasoning for a steak, but it's also known to stimulate the appetite. The brave men and women of the gods' quiver feast now, but it's only a matter of time before they're summoned back to the field of battle. Deliver the laurel to Yanni that she might prepare a feast that will warm their hearts as well as sate their stomachs. And now delivery quest. And just over to the west. Hello, you're inspecting the fields. Are you perchance the botanist to which Fufucha entrusted my order of 4 laurel? Yes. Here you go. Oh, you're gonna inspect them too? Nope, you're just gonna take them. Well, I can see why Fufucha is always singing your praises there. These will be amongst the crispiest, most aromatic leaves ever to grace my spice rack. The accelerating prices grow more relentless with each passing day. I fear that the day will come when we can no longer afford to feast our men on as hardly as we do today. Still, Gridania's finance require sustenance as much as they need their lances and bows. I am but a simple culinarian, but I would do what I can to support my countrymen, and yet there is only so much I can accomplish on my own. In any event, I am grateful for your aid. Pass along my thanks to Fufucha and let her know that I shall be calling upon your services again. Alright, all done. I hear Yanni was overjoyed with your delivery. Thanks to you, she'll be able to prepare a feast befitting the triumphant occasion. And yet, truth be told, I take no pleasure in martial victories. Every day that we continue to water the soil with blood, I fear we lose something of what we once were. There was a time when Gridania and Ehcatl alike lived in harmony with nature and with each other. Is there no other way to resolve our differences than with lance and arrow? Forgive me, I do not mean to burden you with my troubles. Alright, well, you can give me some money. Alright, what's next? Crisis of Faith. Where's a pensive mean? Oh, good morning, or good evening, Monica. Forgive me if I seem a bit pensive. You must know the thought that our harvests are contributing to the war effort has been weighing heavily in my heart. Good evening, it's kind of morning. What I truly wish is to be an agent of peace, but what can a humble botanist do? In the meantime, another order has come from Yanni, this time for zucchini in large quantities. No, I am afraid our hometown harvest simply will not suffice. Fortunately, I said to grow well in abundance in the Lanosian region, and ask you to travel eastern Lanosian and harvest 20 of the finest zucchini you can find from the area south of Raincatcher Gully. When you are through, bring them here to me. Alright, done. I would ask you to... Oh, okay, same thing. Here you go. A splendid zucchini. I had no idea such succulent specimens could be found in the wild. Truly a testament to the splendor of nature, is it not? The zucchini plant is quite sensitive to humidity. One would never see them grow so large and luscious here in the Swellswood. Furthermore, they are quick to ripen and quicker to rot, meaning that timing is of the essence. And a perfectly ripe zucchini is truly a thing of beauty. Sweet enough to be savored raw, its skin retains a pleasantly firm texture even when stewed. I suppose Yanni means to prepare a wholesome and hearty feast for our soldiers. I know, I would take pride in serving our nation this way. I should take pride in serving a nation this way, but I've troubled you enough. Take your harvest to Yanni with my blessing. Oh, she's over here now. Just hanging out inside here. Hi, Yanni. Fufucha assured me of 20 zucchini around the way. Might you be the one? I mean, you don't recognize me from the last order? Yes, inspect them. Well, remarkable zucchini. I've not seen the likes of these in quite some time. Although sounding boastful, I dare say that my next batch of ratatouille is shaping up to be the tastiest Gridania has ever seen. Ratatouille is a dish that holds a special place in my heart. It was the first recipe I learned, you see, taught to me by none other than Fufucha's own mother. My father was a traveling merchant, and our family moved often when I was young. I had few friends until we moved here to Gridania before I befriended Fufucha. Hours would I spend by her side as she rooted through her garden. After sunset, we would go inside where her mother would whip up ratatouille that truly warmed both body and soul. I ought to relive those days. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Give her a bowl of it. This is the ratatouille that inspired me to pursue the culinarian's path from such a young age. Do take a bowl of Fufucha. It seems she could use something to pick her up her spirits these days. Okay. Alright, Mama's cooking. Thank you for delivering the zucchini to Yanni. Suppose she is already slaving over a hot stove, preparing a stew that will give our warriors a stamina to fight yet another. What's that? Yanni has something for me? Yes. Special ratatouille. Just like Fufucha's old ma used to make. Why, this is my mother's ratatouille. I always knew that Yanni loved this recipe, but I had no idea she had learned to reproduce it to such succulent perfection. Now this brings me back to the old days. Yes, things are so much simpler then. Now the ratatouille that once warmed our hearts after hours spent frolicking in the garden serves to light a fire in the bellies of those who march off to war. Will things never again be as they were? More money. Getting up to level 45, recent developments have Fufucha feeling increasingly unsure of herself. I trust you not only as a botanist, but as one who shares my dream of bringing peace to the forest that shelters us. The Order of Twin Adder has commissioned from us mistletoe in staggering quantities. You will need to search in the vicinity of Camp Dragon and the central highlands of Corythus. The curative properties of mistletoe make it a vital ingredient for many salves and medicines. I cannot help but fear that our guild has once more been drawn into serving this fruitless war effort. Forgive me for being a hopeless idealist, Monaco. Could you visit the Adder's Nest and inquire with Lieutenant Gavin as to the nature of the quest? I will not refuse this order. You may assure him of that. I simply wish to know. Alright, but I already have the, I already have all the mistletoe. Mistletoe. And then, is this, the next one's 50 will be a spruce log, right? Hi, Gavin. So Fufucha wishes to know how the mistletoe will be used before she fills her order. Which is a fair enough request. I have no intent to deceive her, the mistletoe will be used to prepare medicine for the battles ahead. It is as simple as that. This will not please a pacifist like Fufucha, I know, but what can be done? Does she think that we enjoy bloodshed any more than she? Were there a way to bring peace back to the forest? I would be the first to welcome it. In the meantime, the Ehcatl continue to attack our people, and we do what we can to protect them. A single soldier such as myself has no more power to end this war than does a botanist. In any event, I must return to my duties. If you could harvest 20 sprigs of mistletoe and tell Fufucha that our courier will be along to receive them, the order would be in your debt. Alright, all the way back to our Lalafell Botanist friend. I'm back. Welcome back. So does Sphere. Do not worry, I will take the 20 sprigs of mistletoe. Alright, here you go. Inspection time. Thank you. You have served the guild well once more, and so the unending cycle of bloodshed goes on. It is saved by no fault of your own. I bear no ill will to Lieutenant Gavin or his people. On the contrary, I have not but respect for his candor, but not to mention his service to my homeland. What weighs heavy on my heart is a sentiment far more simple. Almost childish. I simply cannot bear to see this force I love suffer any longer. War is inevitable, this I understand, but by aiding the war effort, we do not merely contribute to the suffering, we profit from it. No better than the parasitic mistletoe, we suck the life out of trees that shelter us for our own personal gain. A parasite, is that what our once proud guild has been reduced to? How can I in good conscience permit this to go on? Forgive me, I would be alone with my thoughts for a while. You know, this is fucking depression. And level up. Holy 200,000 experience. And 210,000. Fuchsia as the botanist and the botanist have reached the most difficult decision. Forgive me if I seemed a bit distant the last time we spoke. Allow me to get straight to the point. I have not come to this decision, but I have come to it all the same. As of today, I've resigned from the Oh! Our battle with the Ehcatl rages on. There are rumblings from the Empire as well. With each passing day, more people die. The soil is stained deeper with blood, and the Twelves weeps. Meanwhile, fill orders for the war effort, and for what purpose? That more Ehcatl may suffer and die than Gridanians? No, if this is what it means to be a botanist in this day and age, I want no more part of it. Yanni may not bless your dear heart, tried her best to convince me to stay. Still, I fear my heart is settled. Mind you, this decision is mine alone. I would pass no judgment on those who find meaning in their efforts here. Should you wish to continue to serve the guild, I'm sure Yanni will have more suitable tasks for you. Farewell, and may the Twelves ever shelter you. Oh. I guess we'll go have a chat with Yanni. What, like the singer? Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You spoke to Fuja. Yes, it absolutely breaks my heart to see what's become of my old friend. Fuja and I have known each other since we were both knee-high to a funguar, and I assure you her knowledge... And then again, she hasn't grown much from being knee-high, has she? Her knowledge of and passion for the flora of this realm is second to none. This guild would be absolutely lost without her guidance. Of course, I understand her worries. These are not easy times for a true seeker of peace and friend to nature, and yet I cannot help but feel that her emotions cloud her better judgment, that she is not seeing the forest for the trees, if you will. Fufucha has convinced herself that she is doing more harm than good to the natural world she loves. Preposterous! Has she forgotten the countless trees she planted after the calamity, journeying far and wide to return lush verdure to our shattered realm? Someone must remind her of all she has accomplished and the work that is still left to be done. Then I have made contact with one of Fufucha's former apprentices, a botanist by the name of Roitaloin, who now tends to a forest that Fufucha herself led the planting of many years ago. My words as a friend will not reach Fufucha now. Only a fellow botanist who understands the depths of her worries can heal the wounds in her heart. I beg you, speak with Roitaloin and seek his counsel. He tends to the forest surrounding the Timber Lord's lodge in the central highlands of Korthus. Please go quickly. Once Fufucha leaves our guild behind, I fear that she will never return. Alright, head out back to Canada. Hello, person way out in the middle of nowhere. Well met. Yanni told me to expect you. I am Roitaloin, a humble botanist plying his trade in these bleak lands. Botany is not simply my livelihood. I consider my true calling, a calling I would never have discovered were it not for Fucha's guidance. Needless to say, I was devastated to hear the news. All hope is not lost, however, as I have hit upon an idea. Tell me, Monica, are you familiar with the spruce tree? Yes. I do not blame you if you are not. It is a rare sight these days. If Fucha would tell in the years before the calamity, vast forests of spruce would stretch for malms and malms. What spruce trees you see today are the result of Fucha's efforts to bring the flora of ages past back to Eurasia. Perhaps seeing that her work has borne fruit will convince her not to abandon her life as a botanist. Knowing Fucha as I do, the gesture would mean the most to her if the spruce were harvested by the hand of an apprentice close to her heart. Your hand. Before you set off, be forewarned. Spruce is still rare to these parts and not easily discerned. Only one with knowledge of the truth of forest could hope to identify such trees, and then only after straining the eyes from the break of dawn. If your eyes are a true friend, you will come upon mature trees unlike any you have seen before. Harvest from the 3 spruce logs and bring them back to me. Alright, I'm all done. That appear in Korthus Central at 9 a.m. to harvest spruce logs. Should you have difficulty leaving spruce trees, remember, only one with knowledge of the truth of forest can see them. If your eyes are a true friend, you will come upon mature trees unlike any you have seen before. Did you follow that? Very well, gather 3 spruce logs. Guess what? I have them already. Remarkable gathering. I see that Fucha has trained you well. I had a mind to deliver them to Fucha straight away, but I just received some troubling news. You've heard here that we here in Korthus are locked in war with the dragons, have you not? Recent dragon raids left many soldiers and settlers without shelter. A carpenter in the area is doing all I can to construct new lodgings, but lumber is in painfully short supply. I share your concern for Fucha, but I am sure you agree that our first priority as botanists is to help those in need. My Fucha herself taught me as much. Seek out the carpenter and deliver to him some spruce logs that the people of Korthus need suffer without a roof over their heads for no longer. Flying far to the south. Hi, troubled carpenter. You need a cutscene for delivering the spruce. Yes, on the off chance that you're either blind or stupid, I'm a busy man. Man. Busy doing what you say, searching for lumber? That's what. We've no end of houses that need rebuilt after being smashed to bits by those damn dragons. Oh, haven't you noticed that there's a war going on here? I mean, I have spruce. Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I have no time for chit-chat. Take a look around. These aren't hospitable lands. Without shelter, people will die. That's right, Canada is cold. Daniel, is there not a single sturdy log left in all the highlands? Why, I've never seen wood like this. Where in the name 12 did you find this? It's actually spawning soon. I think the lumber of this quality could be found in these lands. Well, I'll not forget this kindness, friend. Those trees will save lives. Those trees will save lives? Fancy meeting you here. You bet they will, little missy. Or speaking of which, whom do I have the pleasure of addressing? My name matters not. I'm just a humble botanist and nothing more. I would bid you speak to my colleague Rodaloin in the Timber Lord's Lodge. He will see that you will never want for lumber. I don't know who you are, miss, but I'm glad we met. The gods are truly watching over us today. Alright, you happy now? No more depression? It's like, what can you build with just those 3 logs? Bring out your wood! Shall we go for a walk? When I suggested I travel to Courtside, I had not the slightest idea what she had in mind. The moment I laid eyes on the forest, I remembered. That was your intent, was it not? You, Yanni, and Rodaloin? Your gentle concern for my faltering heart is not lost on me, nor is the meaning of this forest. The trees themselves speak volumes. The seeds, the art of botany, the love and the reverence for nature that we brought to Ehcatl have taken root in the lands and the hearts of the people, and grown strong, strong indeed. As strong as the majestic spruce that once more graced these snow-swept highlands. The spruces that will now provide shelter and comfort to those who have been ravaged by war. Like the 12s, this forest has suffered greatly in these times of strife, and yet this forest has strength. A strength that has harbored since time immemorial, and one it shares with us. A strength that goes beyond the logs we harvest or the herbs we gather. I must never forget the lessons I've learned here today. On the contrary, I must share what I have discovered here, and that hope might take root again in the hearts of our countrymen. Let us return to Gridania. The 12's wood is calling us home. It's like, yay, sapling! It's like suddenly Secret of Mana ending. Quickly travel home from Canada. Alright, you happy once again? You're not gonna quit the guild. Do you hear Monica? The leaves whisper to us, welcome us home. To think that I almost turned my back on them forever. The battles rage on and the forest will not go unscathed. Gridania and Ehcatl hack away at innocent branches and uproot flowers and shrubs for their own self-seeking causes. With sadness, the powerlessness is at times too great to bear, and yet if I were to walk away, who would tend to the wounded forest in my stead? There is only so much that a lone botanist can accomplish, and yet every seed that is planted, every tree that takes root, brings us one step closer to a future we live in harmony with the forest. In my pain and frustration, my eyes had been blinded to this truth. Thanks to you, Yanni, and Rodaloin, I see again. Rest easy, I will remain here at the Growery. How could I not? The forest needs every friend it can muster in these dark times, and it would seem I still have much to learn. I would be honored to continue to walk the path of the botanist with you, not as guildmaster and apprentice, but as peers, fellow shepherds of the forest. Like, be you ever safe in your travels. Hooray! Ooh, new tool. This concludes the botanist quest for FF14: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series, you must meet the following requirements: complete the main scenario quest before the dawn. And once you have done so, the next botanist quest will be available. You can do that chapter in New Game Plus. Now let's go to Alda and take care of a minor problem. Alright, are these quests going to have depression too? Hi, Alberta. Quarter from Stone. Alberta needs you to take on the work of an indisposed guild member. I know that. You couldn't have come at a better time. One of our members taken ill, you see, and I need someone to handle the work assigned to him. Tell me, are you familiar with effervescent water? Yes, I am, because you need a fuck ton of it. Alchemists use it to make a substance called natron. The bakers use natron for living, that is, raising dough. Without it, there can no longer be ginger cookies, crumpets, bloodcurrant tarts. Ahem, as you may have gathered, I'm fond of the odd sweeter 3. Weavers use it too. Of course, the water is good for more than just baking. A lot of miners ask for a drop of it in their drinks. Makes the stronger stuff that bit more refreshing, see? And let me tell you, there's nothing better to wash away the dust of a hard day's mining. But you didn't come here to hear my thoughts on food and drink. You came here to learn about mining, and so you shall by procuring some effervescent water for me. The Alchemist Guild needs 15 bottles of the stuff, and urgently. They couldn't stress that enough. From what I can make out, they themselves are scrambling to fulfill urgent order of Natron from the Bismarck and Limbs and now. It's one of Arizona's finest restaurants, in case you didn't know. Anyway, you'd best get going. You'll need to work fast to make up for all the time I wasted chatting about the sweets and grog. Oh, and you'll have the best luck mining around Busker Scar over in the Black Shroud. I mean, I already have it all. 15 bottles, quick as you can. Remember, you're gonna like to find it over in Cell Shroud. Well, here, have some. Inspect the bottles of water. Right in the nick of time, my thanks. I'll see that these are sent over immediately. But before I do, I should probably expand a bit on what we were talking about earlier. Specifically, the part about mixing spirits with effervescent water. See, I wasn't lying when I told you a lot of folk find the combination refreshing. It is refreshing. In fact, adding a bit of bubbly water makes the stuff go down so easily you have to be careful not to drink yourself under the table. I said this partly for your own good and partly because the lad whose task you just took care of wasn't careful. Dash saw it through up right where you were standing. Oh, but it didn't end there. He then slipped in his own puke and split his head open on the bar on his way down. Suffice to say, he won't be working for a while. It's just like, ew. Thankfully, you took up the slack and all is well with the guild once more. I could do with a few more like you. Keep up the good work, you hear? All right, thanks. Take some more money. All right, Alberta. What's next? Has a mind to assign you with a challenging commission. Will it be though? I'm pretty sure I'm already done. Just the person I was about to send for you. There's an order I want you to help with. It comes from the Gladiators Guild by the Vice Foreman himself. You recall the time I had you procure obsidian? Well, this time I need you to find wyvern obsidian, which is a good deal rarer. How rare, you ask? Let's say I handle stuff no more than a dozen times in my life. So you see, it'll be a bugger to find, but don't worry, you won't be working alone. It just so happens that one of your guildmates has volunteered for the task, and considering how difficult it's like to be, I've decided to have the two of you work together. Your partner's name is Wide Gully, and he's waiting for you on the far side of the stage. Go over and introduce yourself, and he'll tell you everything you need to know. Run along now. Oh, and good luck. Wide Gully sounds like a fat dude. You must be Monica, the Guildmaster's pet. I've heard much and more about you. They tell me you've got talent. Trouble is, you're an adventurer, and anyone with an ounce of sense knows adventurers can't be trusted. Alberta's surely mistaken if she thinks you're any different. Likewise, she's sorely mistaken if she thinks she's gonna help. If I'm gonna help you find 15 chunks of wyvern obsidian, I'd sooner fall on my own pickaxe and see you take the credit for my hard work. That said, I'm not about to risk getting kicked out of the guild for disobeying direct order. Luckily, there are other ways to handle this. What do you say to a contest? It's not as good as cooperating, and so long as the client gets what he wants, Alberta won't have cause to complain, will she? So here's the deal. We mine for wyvern obsidian separately, and whoever brings back the better haul, let's say the purer haul, is the winner. Simple, yes? Now, I both know I've been doing this a lot longer than you, and I haven't said that I won't have it said that I trouble novice. So things more interesting. I'll give it as long as you want. For all the good it'll do you. Oh, and you can even go and talk to the client if you like. His name's Roger. Mr. Rogers? And you'll find him outside the Gladiators Guild. Might as he can tell you something useful. Well, these quests have me running around more. Why can't I just turn it in and be done with it? Hello, Roger Dodger. I am Roger. What can I do for you? Throw yourself into a contest with Wide Gully. Say, oh, I don't envy you, miss. I don't know much about mining, but I do know that Wide Gully is good at his job. You can't be Deep Canyon's son without knowing a thing or two about being a miner. Anyway, I have no idea whose idea this contest of yours was, but it means I get goods of better quality. You won't hear any complaints from me. Now, you want to ask me about wyvern obsidian, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you what little I know, but remember, I'm a gladiator, not a miner. I haven't graced the blood sands for a while. It took a nasty blow to the knee, you see. Rest assured, the fellow that dealt it got far worse. And I'm all mended and ready to take my turn, and I want it for glorious something that'll... And I want it to be glorious, something that'll be sung by the bards. So I thought a shiny new sword was in order, and there's nothing like a plumed oak... however you pronounce that, to draw a crowd. Why? Because it doesn't have a single piece of metal in it. And they don't as a rule. They're made by carpenters, not a speck of metal, but if you wield it right, the shards of wyvern obsidian embedded in the blade will cut armor like a hot knife through butter. Oh, but I'm rambling. You wanted to know where to find the stuff, not what I plan to do with it. I vaguely recall a conversation I had with a miner a while back. We were talking about them, and that I mentioned that's what you call more than one. Makwahwime? Well, it is. Where was I? Oh, yes, we were chatting about them, and the fellow said he'd previously dug up Wyvern sitting around Thal's respite in eastern Thanalan, and that's all I know. Hope it helps. Apparently it's an Aztec sword, pronounced Maquahitl. Maquahitl? Alright, I got your shit. Don't tell me you're having trouble finding a paltry 15 chunks of Wyvern obsidian. I mean, I have this. Inspection time? Oh, managed to scrape together the required amount, did you? Well then, let's see your sorry specimen just for say, oh, bugger me! They're black as night. This is some of the purest stuff I've ever seen. How in the seven hells did you find these? You, a mere adventurer. Grr, I'll melt in a minute, but your obsidian's superior to mine. Well, it might be as you bested me on quality, but there's more to being a miner than that. You need to be able to give the client what he wants, when he wants it. In other words, you need speed. Without it, quality counts for naught. I was by far the faster man, so we'll call it a draw. But mark my words, I'll best you next time, both in speed and quality. I'll see to it the obsidian gets to Roger. In the meantime, why don't you go and tell the guildmaster all about it? I care not what you say. What a mean asshole. I don't want workmates like this. How did you find working with Wide Gully? What? He challenged you to a contest? As the tasks weren't difficult enough. I'm terribly sorry, that was hardly fair of him. He's a born miner. Was that you beat him? Truly, but he's one of the guild's very best. Well done, girl. He claimed he was faster, did he? Well, speed is important, but Wide Gully set the rules, and by those rules, you won fair and square. You've come a long way. A long way. You make me proud to be your mentor. At the same time, though, I must admit that the miner in me can't help feeling some envy, but it's that which keeps a veteran like me on my toes. Lights a fire in my belly, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll do my damnedest to keep up. Haha. Guildmaster is nice. Alright, has an order that she would like you to handle. Sure. Good to see you again, Monica. You'll be pleased to know that Roger was deeply impressed with the obsidian you got for him. More so than that, he was impressed that you bested Wide Gully in the contest. There's no ordinary miner that can outdo the vice foreman's own son. Lest you wonder, I knew full well who Wide Gully's father was when I tried to pair you both up. I also know for a fact that he has his sights set on my position. There are some who whisper in my ear that I should expel him from the guild, but I can't help but think that's short-sighted. After all, it's hardly a crime to want to be guildmaster. What's more, Wide Gully is a tremendously gifted miner and not in the business of punishing excellence. To be sure, I'm still better overall, but I'm not above admitting there are certain areas in which he's more knowledgeable. I tell you this because you'll need to speak with him again for your next task. You received an order for 20 raw amethysts, you see, and none among us know about the stones more about the stones than he does. Now, I realize you didn't exactly get off in the right foot with Wide Gully, but the two of you are guildmates, and guildmates help one another no matter their differences. One of our main differences being height. Stroll on over, bold as you plead after humiliating me the other day. You've got some gall, adventurer. I know why you're here. I heard about the order for raw amethysts too. I know you're wondering where to find them, and you're after my hard-earned knowledge. Well, I'll gladly share it with you. Why so obliging? That's because the knowledge ain't going to be worth a damn to you, that's why. You find all the raw amethysts you can carry over near Hopseed Pond, over in the Central Trail. The problem has to do with the beastlies and having a place more, not else. Lindworms, stropers, sprites, I hear tell even Jaded Jody's made her home there. Is that the fate, Morble? Even Raban would have troubles taking a stroll through that neck of the woods, let alone a common adventure playing in miner. I don't expect to see you back here with 20 hairs on your head, much less 20 of them stones. Gahaha. I mean, I'm done. You'll find your raw amethysts. Yeah, I know where they are. I've got them already. Bugger me, you mind these amethysts? I can't believe you made it past the nasty creatures. Though might be as it's time I stopped being so surprised. You goddamn adventurers come through more often than I care to admit. Anyway, Rhoda, it's one thing to find the amethysts, but do you even know aught about them, their properties, what they represent? Thought not. Well, here's a free lesson. Amethysts are light and aspirated gemstones, prized as embodiments of calmness, decisiveness, and intuition, and coming back with such a large haul of them, it would seem you've got all those things. I might have been hasty to pass judgment. The more I see you work, the more I see why the guildmaster is so fond of you. I never imagined an adventurer could give me my toughest competition, and I was learned better than that, to take every adversary earnestly. Seems I have to redouble my efforts if I'm to secure place as the best in the business. Don't you worry about the precious amethysts you brought. I'll see them safe to the guild stores. I look forward to our next contest adventure. That's when I'll drive the pickaxe home that I am the better miner. I mean, at least he's less rude now. Kind of seems that it's slowly becoming a healthier competition. Alright, more quests for Alberta. I would trust you with a difficult task. The latest tally has you tied with Wide Gully as the guild's highest earner. You started as a novice with a rusty pickaxe near one of our Styles pillars. You've come a long way, friend. I find myself turning to you more often for difficult orders, the bulk of which have been coming from Deep Canyon. As you would well know from past expeditions, these tend to entail going to dangerous locales. I'm not to put my people in harm's way, but the concern owns us, in truth if not in name. It'd be ill done to refuse a request, no matter how onerous. But just this once, I have a mind to do just that. I can't in good conscience order you to a wild place like Corythus merely for the sake of 20 pieces of jade. That's what Deep Canyon is requesting this time, and if I have to send someone, you've rightly proven yourself the best candidate, but you should understand how risky the endeavor. Think long and hard before you do something we both regret. And while you're mulling it over, though, I should let you know that Wide Gully wanted a word. You'll find him in the usual place. Back and forth, back and forth. I take it you've heard about the job, and I can tell you from the look in your eyes that you're already on board with giving it a go. When you come back with the emesis that last time, came to realize something. A true miner must be prepared to risk life and limb for his prize. Mining for jade at no less a place than Heldreth's March in Corythus could be the perfect way to put my conviction to the proof. I challenge you to another contest. The first to find 20 pieces of jade and deliver them to is the winner, the superior miner by all objective measures. Alright, let's race. Done. I'm so good at this. I understand Wide Gully has challenged you yet again. I know the temptation is to seek out victory whatever the cost, but winning isn't everything. You do what's right for you, Monica. Alright, but I have all this jade. Take a look at it. By the 12, this is a jade, and such fine samples, too. Congratulations are in order. You've won the contest. By default, that is. Wide Gully never got his 20 pieces, you see. As he went about his work, he lowered his guard and was attacked by a fell fiend. His wounds were such that it was all he could do to run to safety. His whole body is somewhat worse for wear. He'd like to be out of action for a while. But that's not the worst of it. More than his wounds, you can see, I worry for his state of mind. He saw you as a rival to surpass, but he ended up losing in the contest he himself devised. That kind of disappointment is enough to break most people. Trust me, I know. But I pray that Wide Gully has the strength to get back on his feet and take up the pickaxe once more. It'd be a shame to lose one so gifted. Let's return to the matter before us, though. I wasn't exaggerating about the quality of this jade. Its purity and strength allow you to see why it's thought of as the embodiment of immortality. Since ancient times, man has chosen to adorn his tools and garb with it. Imbuing yourself with the everlasting is certainly an attractive notion. And no one is more aware of that tradition than Wide Gully. It's for that very reason I intend to create for him a gift of jade. The stone bears my hopes that he will rise again, no matter how often the spinner might see fit to test him, and bring him to his knees. Alright, I'll just take some gil. Alright, next quest. Hurry and load, thank you. Personal favor this time. I was hoping you come by. I need your help with something. It concerns Wide Gully. He's recovered from the wound suffered in the house fast, suffered in Corythus, and resumed his mining for the guild. One of news to be sure, but one thing yet troubles me. You see, Wide Gully has been taking on far more tasks than a single man should. Some attribute his newfound fervor to the sting of losing that ill-conceived jade contest, but I suspect there's more to the tale. I tried to broach the subject with him, but he's as stubborn as an oryx, insisting it's not but my imagination, but I know there's something, and where I've failed he might succeed. Strange that though this may sound, you're the closest thing he has to a friend here. So I beg you, Monica, speak with Wide Gully and try to learn what ails him. Do what you can to ease his burdens. And back over to you. No doubt Alberta sent you. She's been on me something fierce since I came back, but it doesn't matter why you're here or at whose request. The simple truth is I need your help. I've got a secret that would be sure to bring great shame to my family, but I need to tell someone I know that you're an honest sort. Ledgers at the concern have been tampered with, and I'm being credited for work I didn't do. Wasn't keen on believing it, but the culprit is my own father. I first suspected something was off when I received my last evaluation. I know better than anyone what I do around here, and I know I wasn't working that much. I looked over the concern's records of its dealings with the guild, and sure as day I found some right damn evidence. Didn't know whether to laugh or cry. I never wanted it said that I had a leg up in the guild because I'm the vice foreman's son. If I was to succeed, I wanted it to be my own hands. Learning that my old man was falsifying my accomplishments was like a punch to the gut, and that's why I've been working out so fiercely lately. By filling up orders, I'm hoping to turn my father's lies into truth, but I've taken on more jobs than I've got hands to juggle them with. So like I said, Adventurer, I need your help. I'd say I'm swelling my pride to ask you this, but I've got no pride left. Whatever happens from here on out, I'm a miner first and foremost, and I just want to do my job. Right now, the order giving me the biggest headache is one for 20 chunks of Electrum ore. You can find the stuff beneath Camp Bronze Lake over in Upper Losha. Please hurry and thanks. I mean, hurry? Sure, done. Have you got the 20 chunks of Electrum ore yet? In case you've forgotten, they're at Camp Bronze Lake. Yes, I have them already. Take a look at these beauties. I couldn't have done mine better or myself. You've done me a great kindness. Just go tell the truth. Gratitude rolls queerly off my lips, doesn't it? Does it? Mayhap that something then comes more natural with time. 'Twas only my pride that held it back before, and as I said, I've not of that left. I have to work harder than ever now to make my fictionalized accomplishments more than just ink on parchment. As of now, I'm a fraud, plain and simple, not unlike the Electrum really. It is impure stuff, gold mixed up with silver and other metals. Bah, what am I saying? That compares ain't fair to Electrum. At least this alloy is worth something. You see, when refined, electrum takes on an opulent whitish hue not seen in other metals, and there are certain things that can't be made without it, so it's prized by crafters. No, if I'm to like myself to any metal, it'd have to be common brass. Stuff's pretty enough to look at when polished, but worth little. Depression. I had dreams of being special, a one-of-a-kind type of miner everyone respected. Now I just... Enough of this brood, and I hate myself as it is. No need to add being a whiny sop to my list of failings. You saved my hide today, and I'll find a way to repay the debt. Mark my words. Alright, and thanks for the money. Just go explain to the guildmaster. Also, level up. Alright, and final quest. I like it doesn't even give you high quality versions. Alberta is gravely concerned for the fate of an old friend. Thank the gods you're here. It's White Gull. He's gone and filed a complaint against his father, the concerned, citing an abuse of power. He has forced Ehcatl into a difficult position, to say the least. And though the two of us haven't exactly seen eye to eye of late, I still owe the man a great debt. I would go to him and offer what I could, but he's like to spurn even the attempt. I know full well how much I've already asked of you, but I would be eternally grateful if you'd lend Ehcatl aid in my stead. To get started, it might be best to see what possesses his son to inform on his own flesh and blood. Hello, here at the Guildmaster's Bidden again. Well, I see no reason not to tell you about the situation. You know almost everything any road. My old man was forced in dangerous jobs in the guild, forcing its members to risk life and limb for his own agenda. If that ain't the very definition of abuse, I don't know what is. You yourself were on the receiving end of this, I'm sure you'll recall. Kin or no, I couldn't stand by and watch my guildmates being used like pawns in this game, so I went to the court concerns upper management and filed a complaint. He hasn't said a word to me since, but I'd have a guess that he might be willing to speak with you. You've certainly done your fair share for the guild. He's out by the entrance right now, in case you want to hear his side of the story. Stop doing bad, annoying things. What's up, Deep Canyon? It's been some time. You doubtless hear in regards to my son's accusations. Well, just as he claims. Now, this ain't gonna spare me from what's coming, but I had a reason for my actions. Vengeance. I was supposed to become master of the Miners Guild. Everyone knew I had the best claim, but Alberta robbed me of the honor. Me, the man who taught her nigh everything she knows about her trade. She went behind my back and conspired with her predecessor, and then Francie, who ended up being chosen to lead. By way of payback, ever since I became vice foreman, I've striven to make Alberta's life harder than trying to mine with a dull pickaxe. You're a dick. All those outrageous demands to make her look incompetent. At the same time, I went about ensuring my son was well placed to take over as guildmaster, and my plan was about to bear fruit too, till you came along and ruined it all by being my son's better. By your expression, I take it you're doubtful of tale. Well, you need only to ask your dear guildmaster so you can vouch for everything I've said. It's like I would have gotten away with it, and weren't you two your fucking Lalafells and your pet dog? Alright, Guildmaster, explain. Did Kenny believes I cheated him out of becoming Guildmaster? That's not at all. I never aspired to this position. Gods, I was only an Alamegan refugee, working as hard as I could to get by. I never even dreamed that I could rise as I did. I expected even less that it was that self-same dedication to my work that would lead to me being chosen. If I'd known that accepting the mantle would tear us apart, lamenting the past won't avail us. I only know that I wouldn't be where I am without the man. I can't allow the misunderstanding to cost Deep Canyon everything. I simply couldn't bear it. I'm not sure there's all we can still do for him at this point, but we must try. White Gull is the one who filed the complaint. If you were to throw your own weight behind some of my concerns, then maybe he could do something. Please, it would mean so much. Big family and guild problems. Alberta wants to help my old man? Truth be told, it ain't my wish to see his career destroyed neither. I only want to teach him a lesson, make him know that he can't just use people for his own ends. But now that the concerns now has been taken out of my hands, in their eyes my father's actions have jeopardized relations with the Miners Guild, and nothing could be worse. So they've given him a test. If he's to remain vice foreman, he must prove at the inquest that he still has the confidence of the guild. And they ain't interested in no words. They want hard evidence. That's to say, they're demanding that someone from the guild show him loyalty by going and digging up 3 of the toughest damn chunks of ore there is to find. Dark steel. Problem is, he's got no allies in the guild on account of his own behavior. I certainly don't qualify for the task being his son. And Alberta can't do it neither, because she's the bleeding guildmaster. That's just how it works. This leaves you. We don't have much time before the inquest begins, so you'll have to hurry. And I wasn't exaggerating before. Dark steel is elusive as all hells. Locating the snow reaches Corthus and nowhere else. To actually find the stuff, you'll need to use your Truth in Mountains technique to locate unspoiled mineral deposits. Then, and God knows why, you have to survive a night in the cold for the deposits to reveal themselves. Finally, you dig and you pray. When you have enough chunks of dark steel ore, take him to Alberta. I'll make sure she knows what's going on. Alright, use Truth in Mountains, 1 a.m. Bye, run away! Run over to the Guildmaster. I'm back. White Gull has told me all about the situation. Be sure you bring in the dark steel ore as soon as you've got it. Now, I feel this bears mentioning, but regarding how to go about obtaining the ore, I already know. But it's exactly as Dark Wide Gully says. You need to go to Corythus. And then get these that I already have. Incredible, your talents are truly boundless. Hopefully these will suffice to spare Deep Canyon, but let's make haste to the inquest. Wide Gully is already on his way. Don't have to walk there myself, it's automatic. Suddenly, Lalafells. Well, did you get a guild member to bring your Darksteel ore? Because make no mistake, Deep Canyon, if you came to this inquest at Emily Hamden, we will end you. Your time with the concern will be just a memory. Well... We have the ore right here, procured by Monica Darkstar of the Miners Guild. There you go. Shiny. I really like the Darksteel. 12 would be good, she wasn't lying. This is Darksteel and some of the finest I've ever seen. There's no ordinary miner who can find Darksteel, let alone stuff that looks this good. Popokuli! Seems your reputation is well earned. That said, we're hardly here to question your ability, though I find myself wondering as to your motives. Why did you bring the ore? I know the same. Why stick your neck out for him? He's given you nothing but trouble. What in the 7 hells are you trying to pull, Alberta? I don't need anyone's pity, yours least of all. I'm not here to give you my pity, but to clear up the misunderstanding between us. Misunderstanding? Listen to me, Deep Canyon. I never wanted to become Guildmaster. The responsibility was thrust upon me, and there was naught to be done for it. Gods, when my name was being banded around for the position, my first instinct was to take myself out of consideration. I spoke to the Guildmaster in private, as you say, but it wasn't to convince against you. It was to give up my own claim. You expect me to believe that? If I had truly betrayed you back then, would I have bothered to come here? If that's true, then everything I've done by the 12 to have taken it this far. Why don't you didn't want to admit defeat, Father. Alberta beat you out on her own merits. You knew this in your heart, but you refused to accept it. He has, though. In your pride, you convinced yourself that she betrayed you, but by doing so, you only validated why you were passed over for Guildmaster in the first place. Please, Father, let's let go of the past. Accept that you were beaten, as I have with Monica, and let's start over. Redemption arc. You have need to do so, Deep Canyon, to begin anew. I know of your love for mining more than anyone. If you'd be willing to try again, I promise you the guild's full cooperation. Full cooperation? Are you sure about this? I would leave the past where it belongs, in the past. The guild wants only to look forward and to continue working with the concern. Anybody else concerned? Monica was the biggest victim of this whole affair, yet she was willing to give Deep Canyon another chance. She wouldn't have brought the Darksteel or otherwise. That's well and good, but what about you? Can you really forget everything he's done? I can. Above all else, I miss my old friend and mentor. To get him back, I would forgive much and more. Oh. Well, I'm inclined to lay this matter to rest. Any objections? If you're satisfied, brother, then so am I. Twins! Then it's settled. Vice Foreman Deep Canyon by request of the Miners Guild, you shall retain your present office at Imagine Son's Mineral Concern. Through hard work, I trust that you'll make amends for past transgressions. Inquiry over. I'm so glad that it's over. I would have a word with you in private. Would you mind returning to the guild with me? Do I get work back or do I have to walk back? No, I have to walk back. It's like, where the... Oh no, I'm right here, never mind. I was supposed to say, there's nobody here, where the fuck am I? And then everybody begins loading in. Alright, all done, Alberta. I ask you here so that I might thank you properly. Had you not been on hand to help, Deep Canyon's cure would have ended prematurely and in disgrace. Worse, I might have lost my dear friend forever. I owe you a debt that I'll likely never be able to repay. Ah, but look at you. In no time at all, you've grown into a miner who can make the earth yield up even Darksteel or the rest of metals. There's nothing left for me to teach you. As an adventurer, you like to find yourself in all corners around, but wherever your road takes you, I want you to practice our craft for the good of all. Okay. Go well, and may your toils never go unrewarded. All done. And this concludes the minor quests. Now you gotta finish all the main story quests for Heavensward quests. Alright, so that is a lot of quests complete. So I finished all the Beast Tribe things, except for I still have the Ehcatl to finish off. Finished all botany and finished all mining quests. So I think next time, I still have some class quests to do. I still have the 45 ones to do for, I think, Black Mage and Paladin. And my Black Mage is already 50, so I can go straight to the 50 quest. But yeah, as we continue, next time, more quests. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!